Hey guys, Edmund here. I'm super excited to share with you our commission structure at Apricot. You know, more than likely, you're one of two types of people. You're already in solar and you know how incredible this industry is. You're cashing in on the solar wave. You're making incredible commissions. Or you're brand new, and I believe I'll give both of you guys value today. You know, I remember my first year in solar, 2019, best year of my life. I made a ton of money and I was so grateful to find this industry. I also experienced the burnout phase. You know, I was in the field 6 to 7 days a week. I was living and breathing solar. I was putting in long hours and days, and I had to constantly say no to my friends and family. You know, I missed out on weddings and different events that meant a lot to my loved ones. They wanted me to be there, and I chose to stay in the field because I was making such incredible commissions, and I really believed in building a business. I do feel like this industry is lacking in giving everyone that opportunity to build a business, to experience leverage income. You know, unfortunately, a regional or VP is never gonna promote you to that position because they would lose all their overrides. So the conversation is knock more doors, get more sales and installs, and make $1 million a year. And I'm here to tell you, there might be a few people out there that have done it. I've actually spoken to a man who is at Apricot today who made $1.2 million in a year. He hasn't done it since, and 900,000 of that came from his own efforts. So it was only 300,000 of that was in overrides. I've already made over $1 million this year, and it's been all in overrides. And I haven't even been in this industry for 3 years. So I wanna share with you guys the 3 positions of leadership at Apricot and how we talk about building a business from day one where you can actually position yourself to experience that leverage income before you hit that burnout stage. I see too many people that are so talented and skilled that have more knowledge on solar than I do, that have been in the industry longer, that have already given up. They work, you know, a couple days to put up the sales and installs necessary to live their life, but they don't even believe that it's possible to make $1 million a year, yet alone $1 million a quarter or $1 million a month. And at Apricot, that's the conversation we're having, right? As we scale to $1 billion, you will see several deca millionaires. You will see dozens and dozens of partners that are making over $1 million a year in overrides instead of having to be out there in the field, hitting the pavement, knocking doors, going into homes on Saturdays and even Sundays, spending time away from their family to make those high commissions. We understand that that's where it starts. We have a lot of people at Apricot that are currently doing that, but they are doing that to earn those positions of leadership, and they know exactly what it takes for them to hit those positions of leadership. There is no politics. Nobody's getting in your way of your success at Apricot. And once you do the required amount of points, you promote yourself to these positions of leadership. So let's talk about these positions of leadership that give you leveraged income. Our first position of leadership is junior partner. And this is where you get to start experiencing that leverage income in the form of overrides, right? Not only are you making 62% of the commissionable stack, but you're getting an extra 11% on top of that, which brings you to 73%. If you remember, the requirements for junior partner are 40 team points in a rolling 2-month average. So however it comes in, but as long as in 60 days you get 40 team points and you have 3 active solar advisors, you are a junior partner. You promote yourself to junior partner. Nobody gets in the way of your success and your promotion. So let's look at Alexa, for example. She's a junior partner. She's leading from the front. She's hungry. She's putting up 8 team points a month herself. 4 of them are coming from marketing. 4 of them are coming from self-gen. She has that nice 1-to-1 ratio. That's how this works for all of these examples. Now, that 1-to-1 ratio means she's got a healthy ratio of marketing installs and self-gen installs, right? Whether she's leveraging the marketing to get the self-gens or door knocking or getting them off of social media, there's plenty of ways to self-gen. Now, her team of 3 is putting up 24 team points, and she's actually making overrides. She's making over 13,000 a month in overrides with that 11%. She's actually at that $500,000 mark, and Alexa has big dreams. She wants to hit partner. She wants to make that owner dealer money. So let's look at her journey to partner. If you guys remember, partner is what? It's 70 team points with a rolling 2-month average for a total of 140 team points, and you now make 94% of the commissionable stack. So here Alexa's still leading from the front. She's still putting up 8 personal team points, but she also has 61 61 team points from her team. She has 13 active solar advisors putting up install points for a total of 69 points. She's 1 point away per month from getting that partner promotion. She's making great income. She makes more off of overrides than she does off of her personal production. She's at 770 grand a year, but look at what that partner promotion does, right? That 1 point all of a sudden puts her over $1 million by almost 300 grand, almost 1.3 million a year, with the bulk of her income coming in overrides, right? So partner is everything. It's owner dealer money. You're making 94% of the commissionable stack. And of course, you cannot hit partner without helping somebody go junior partner. So she had to create a junior partner, and also, as you'll find out, she will no longer make that 11% off of her junior partner. We call it an exchange leg, and so we will have another video to go into detail with that. Now I want to talk to you guys about the highest position in our company, right? Because what happens when a partner helps you go partner, right? Just like a regional or VP would never promote you to regional or VP because they would lose all their overrides. In our company, you actually want to promote partners because you're going to become what's called an executive partner. You cannot go executive without helping somebody go partner, but executive is where you get to start overriding the entire company. So if you believe in the long-term success of Apricot and our march to $1 billion, you definitely want to position yourself to get a monthly override that we call profit sharing on all of the volume of the company. You have to make sure you're doing 200 team points a month and that you've created a partner. And with that, you're gonna have access to our profit sharing pools. And there's nobody better to share with you guys examples of profit sharing than our CEO, Dave Bangle, who came up with this commission structure and that has helped solve some of the biggest problems we see in our industry, which is 90% of regionals and VPs out there eventually quit and start their own solar company. And it's because they get tapped out, the owner makes all the money, and they feel like they should be getting paid more. Our leadership at Apricot will never experience this because our CEO is actually paying us more than he pays himself and still allowing us to scale, giving us every opportunity to leverage the brand and the marketing dollars as we scale to our first billion and go and do tens of billions of dollars in sales. So with that, excited to hand it off to Dave Bangle.
What's up guys? Dave Bangle, CEO and founder of Apricot Solar. You know, at Apricot, we say it's different at Apricot, right? And it truly is. Not only have we created a level playing field where you can come in, there's no politics, it doesn't matter how long you've been here or what your experience is or whether somebody likes you or doesn't. It's a true meritocracy. It is merit-based, it's points-based. If you do the work, you promote yourself at Apricot. And we have a culture at Apricot of empowerment. We actually want servant leaders that can look into their team and help somebody and pull them up. We have leaders that actually help develop leaders at Apricot. And another thing that we know is that compensation drives behavior. So we've put something into the compensation plan to actually reward those leaders that help other people develop themselves and become leaders at Apricot. This is called the owner's profit sharing pool. And what we're talking about right now is executive partner compensation. So if you're a partner at Apricot, done all the necessary steps and you've earned the points and you've built the team, now it's time to find someone who's ready to hit partner. You know, at another company or in a different opportunity, this may not exist, right? There's no reason to promote somebody to your same level in the company. There's no reason to put somebody in a position where you no longer earn money on them and they potentially out earn you. And this happens at Apricot because we value leaders helping others develop themselves. So as an executive partner, what happens is you now have the privilege to earn money in the owner's profit sharing pool. This is an example. At 200 installs a month, what that pool looks like is $48,870. And the great thing about that is that the money from this pool comes from 6% of the net profit on the entire national install map. So every install from every state contributes money to the owner's profit sharing pool. At 500 installs, that pool will be worth $115,134. If you you had 1 share and there were 4 shares total in this pool, you'd be earning $28,783 in this pool. If you had 3 shares, you'd be earning $86,350 per month just from this pool. And as we march to $1 billion and Apricot does 2,500 installs a month, that pool will be worth $575,672. If you had 1 share out of 16 shares in that pool, that share would be worth $35,979. If you had 3 shares, you'd be earning $107,938 per month just for helping 3 people at Apricot hit partner and putting yourself in that owner's profit sharing pool. The great thing about this is there's 3 pools. Those examples were all just from the first pool. So you can earn up to 3 shares in each pool by helping someone go partner. After you max out your 3 shares in the first pool, now you can earn shares in the second pool. And you have a maximum of 3 shares available to earn in the second pool. Once you max out the second pool, then you can earn shares in the third pool. Imagine what that will look like as we march to $1 billion. We're doing thousands of installs per month and you're earning shares in all 3 pools. Here's an example of Kevin as an executive partner. Let's say hypothetically he goes out there, he builds his teams, he's helped 6 people hit partner. Let's say this takes him 5 years, right? He's got a team that's doing 250 points that are all 10 different junior partners that are, they're managing somewhere around 25 install points a month each. He's also got a personal team of 10 Apricot pros and 8 M2B. His total compensation with his overrides, personal commissions, and owner's profit sharing pools checks is over $10 million a year. I know a lot of solar owners that don't make that kind of money. So, when we say it's different at Apricot, this is what we're talking about. I hope you guys see this as an opportunity to plant your flag somewhere, build your legacy long-term, continue to cash in on the solar wave, and year after year after year, build a team, of hungry people that want to go out there and create success for themselves. They say Apricot pays, and you guys know the opportunity is truly different here. Where else can you join a company today that's already established, doing $25 million a month in sales, and have the chance to override the entire national install pool? This isn't some fake pie in the sky equity that might be worth something someday if somebody sells something. We're in fact paying out on these owner's profit sharing pools right now. In fact, Edmund is cashing in on these owner profit sharing pools month after month right now. Nobody better to share what that feels like to override a $300 million solar company as an actual rep, as an actual executive partner at Apricot. Edmund, back to you.
So there you have it, guys. When I look back at my life in 2018, I was 30 years old. I was sleeping on my friend's couch, and finding this opportunity has completely changed my life. When I look at it today, it's still surreal to me. I'm so grateful for Apricot. I encourage you guys to get back to the person that sent you this video and ask the smart questions. I believe the more you look into Apricot, the more you will find that it is your $1 million opportunity. As my mentor shared with me, if you see what I saw and feel the way I felt, we'll make millions of dollars together. I look forward to meeting you guys at one of our multiple team nights across the nation, or even better yet, at Apricon. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top.